Hi everyone. I've had a request via the Weebly how-to site um, regarding how to install fonts onto your MacBook. Now the thing with fonts is you need to make sure that, like any software, you actually have permission to use that font. It's also covered under copyright and licensing laws. So just be aware of that when selecting fonts to install. This font that I'm going to install is one you might find useful. It's the Queensland Cursive one. I'm not sure if it's the beginner's font, but I guess if you can find your font that you want to install, you just use this same process for that. So I did a search for Queensland Cursive and found on the Queensland Government Department of Education Training and Employment site a link to it here that says that we can use it. So I clicked the link here, and then there's some information, some activity books and things like that, and a resources page. And then there's right down the bottom here, there's Queensland Cursive Mac fonts. So yeah, so I clicked on that and it actually downloaded it. So whenever you do a download from inside Safari, it will go to this little box up in the corner here. And if I press this little magnifying glass, you'll see it says here Show in Finder. So I click that and it brings it up here. So here are my Queensland Cursive Fonts folder. You can see this little arrow. I can click that to bring things down from that folder. Alternatively, I can change views here. I like this view here because it kind of expands it off to the right and so on in different columns of folders. So you can see my font files here. So all I really need to do, once you've got a font file and you can see the font file, all you really need to do is double click one. So I'm going to, I've actually already installed the Queensland Cursive in plain, but this one's a bold one you can see here. So I'm going to double click it, and it's going to open the FontBook. It's going to give you a preview of the font, and I'm just going to click Install Font. Now inside my FontBook you can see that I've got Queensland Cursive Regular and Queensland Cursive Bold. Again, whenever you see one of these triangles, I can drop that down and there. I know other fonts will have italics or outline versions of the font, and they'll also appear there. So I can also see all of my fonts. Here we go, all fonts will be listed under there, and that's all the fonts that I've installed. So, but on, just trying to see where my other fonts are. They'll be here somewhere. It actually might just be fonts that I've installed. So you'll see all the ones that you've installed there. Okay, so just to check, I'm just going to close that with Command and Q to quit. And I can just close this window with Command and W. And I actually don't need Safari anymore, so Command and Q that one. There's my calendar up there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is open up Microsoft Word. See, it's updating the fonts there. And it takes a second. And now when I go in, I'm going to type something here. You don't really need to do that though. Make it a bit bigger so you can see. And then I'm going to look in my list of fonts here. I'm going to go down to Q, or I can just press Q. And there, element PQ, Queensland Cursive, and I've got bold and regular. So I'll choose bold, and now you can see I've got my Queensland Cursive. So you can apply that same process for any font that you've got access to. You just need to double click the file and the Mac will do the rest. If you have a request for a lesson, do what Lucia did and send me the message via the how-to Weebly, and I will do it as promptly as I can. I hope that helped. See you next time.